Help me to reach 2,000 subscribers. The sound of glass breaking tore through the silence and sliced straight into my chest. It took me a second to realize it came from my own hand. The wine glass lay shattered on the kitchen tiles, red liquid crawling toward my bare feet like something alive. And standing in the doorway, frozen and wide-eyed, was the 70-year-old man I should never have let into my house. Mr. Hale. My neighbor. My mistake. My secret. He looked at me the same way he did the first time he kissed me, with a mixture of longing and guilt that made my stomach twist. But now there was something else. Fear. A deep, trembling fear that I felt before he even opened his mouth. "We need to talk," he said quietly, voice trembling. I wiped the wine off my ankle and kept my back to him. "Not now, please. I am trying to think." But thinking was the last thing I wanted. Thinking meant remembering. Remembering meant drowning. My husband, Tariq, had left for Karachi that morning. An unplanned business trip, the type he always took after our fights. And last night had been one of our worst ones. He accused me of being distant, of not respecting him, of not appreciating how he controlled every rupee, every friend, every decision I made. He called it protection. I called it suffocation. And then Mr. Hale knocked on my door. I should have closed it. I should have walked away. I should have done everything except what I did. Now he stood in my kitchen, hands shaking, eyes filled with a truth I did not want to hear. "I found something," he whispered. I turned around slowly. His fingers dug into the folded paper he held. I recognized the handwriting before he even gave it to me. Tariq's sharp strokes. Harsh. Intentional. Final. The envelope said only one word. Father. My skin went cold. I stared at him, at his trembling jaw, at the way his shoulders seemed to collapse under the weight of the moment. "I am not just your neighbor," he said. "I am Tariq's estranged father." The words hit me so hard I had to grip the counter to stay standing. "No," I whispered. "That is not possible." He never said anything. He told me his father died. He told me he had no one. Mr. Hale's eyes closed. He told everyone that, including me. My mind spun so fast I felt sick. Memories flashed like lightning. The way Tariq avoided talking about his childhood. The bitterness when he spoke about betrayal. The anger he carried like a second skin. And the gentle stranger next door who listened to me, who comforted me, who made me feel seen for the first time in years. A man I had kissed. A man I had slept with. The air thickened until breathing hurt. "Why did you come here?" My voice cracked. "Why now?" "Because he knows," Mr. Hale whispered. I saw him. My heart stopped. At the gate. He was watching my house yesterday evening. He looked straight at me. And I swear he knew exactly who I was and exactly what we were doing. My knees felt weak. "He is going to kill us." Mr. Hale stepped closer, reaching for my hand, but the touch burned. I pulled away like his fingers were fire. "I did not know," he pleaded. "I swear on everything. When you told me your husband's name, it never crossed my mind he could be my son. I thought he lived far away. I thought he wanted nothing to do with me." The room spun again. "What do we do?" I whispered. It was the first time I had ever admitted fear out loud. He took a shaky breath. "We tell him the truth, before he brings destruction." I laughed. A sharp, desperate sound. "The truth?" Tariq does not believe truth. He believes control. He believes he owns me. And now he will think I betrayed him with his father. Do you understand what that means? His silence was answer enough. A car horn blared outside. Not one. 3 short, sharp honks. The pattern Tariq used whenever he forgot his keys. My blood turned to ice. "He is here," I whispered. Mr. Hale's face drained of color. The footsteps on the driveway were heavy, deliberate, the kind that made your soul curl up inside itself. I looked at Mr. Hale, at his wrinkled hands, his frightened eyes, and the shattered truth between us. "We have to tell him together," he said, voice breaking. "He deserves to hear it from both of us." "No," I whispered. "He deserves to hear nothing." What he deserves is to face the truth he has been hiding his whole life. The door unlocked. Tarek stepped in. His eyes went from me to Mr. Hale to the shattered glass. And then he smiled. A cold, slow smile that told me he had known everything long before this moment. "So," he said softly, "you finally met my father." My throat tightened. He looked at Mr. Hale. "And you finally met the woman who taught me everything I know about betrayal." It was then I understood the real twist. He had orchestrated this moment. He had wanted me to fall. He had pushed me, cornered me, broken me until I reached for the nearest warmth. A trap woven from silence, control, and old wounds. Tarek stepped closer, eyes locked on mine. "You always said I was heartless," he murmured. "Now you know why." And for the first time I saw the truth in his face. A boy abandoned. A man weaponized by pain. A husband shaped by a father who had walked away. But that did not excuse him. And it did not excuse me. The three of us stood in a room full of broken glass, broken truths, and a broken family none of us knew existed until it was already too late.